Hello, adventurers, and welcome back to Brewer's Bastion, your weekly home for homebrew monsters, boss fights, and encounters designed to haunt your players' nightmares. This week, we're stepping onto the dance floor with an undead twist. These spooky, scary skeletons might just waltz in and give your players the curtain call. Meet the Doombound Dancers. Let's dive into the lore. Clerics of Kelimvor, or whatever deity might fit your own campaign setting, devote their lives to cleansing the world of undead. But what happens when that mission becomes an obsession? Sometimes these clerics or paladins become so consumed by their holy purpose that they just can't let go, not even in death. They rise again as doombound dancers, still hunting the undead with the same zeal as they did in life, except now they've become the very thing that they once swore to destroy. Doombound dancers never work alone. They're always found in pairs, one lead, one follower, and together they fight in deadly, perfect harmony. Their fighting style is a macabre ballet, gliding steps, graceful spins, and synchronized strikes that are as mesmerizing as they are lethal. So, let's start with the Doombound follower, the agile half of the pair. Quick on their feet, with a speed of 45 feet, they dart and spin around the battlefield, making two radiant charged strikes each turn with their slashing pirouette ability. The teamwork, however, is where things get scary for these ones. If the lead has a creature grappled, the follower's attacks get advantage, and any hit can become a guaranteed critical hit thanks to the follower's critical acclaim feature, which allows the lead to use their reaction to make any attack against a creature it has grappled a critical hit. This means that the lead locks you down, and the follower turns that into devastating damage. And if that's not bad enough, when the follower strikes, they can slip away without reprisal because they don't take attacks of opportunity. Perfect for repositioning mid-combat. Then, however, comes the Doombound lead, and there's a reason this one's the lead. It's the powerhouse and the control specialist. Stronger, tougher, and with a natural armor class of 19, they're all about locking down their prey. With its new partner ability, every successful melee hit the Doombound lead makes can force a strength saving throw, grappling the target on a failure. And unlike most creatures, the lead can drag you around at full speed, thanks to its gliding grappler ability. The lead also boasts a charming ability called the Dirge of Undeath. A haunting melody echoes out from the lead for 150 feet, forcing every creature who hears it to make a wisdom save or fall completely under its spell. Charmed creatures do nothing but move towards the lead, dashing if they have to, and once they're close, they can't resist the grapple. It's a masterful way to lure your enemies in exactly where you want them, which brings us to the lead's most dangerous ability: Dance or Die. At the end of each of its turns, the lead marks various areas on the battlefield as Doombound, which means until the start of its next turn, if you end your turn on one of those spots, you're going to take a big chunk of necrotic damage and maybe even a nasty curse. These curses vary from slowing you down, weakening you, limiting your healing, or even reducing your constitution score, and they're all permanent curses, requiring a separate remove curse spell cast at 5th level or higher to get rid of it. It's a brutal combo, and one that will force your players to move around the battlefield, turning this encounter into a dance for both the monsters and the party. The ability creates a masterful sense of battlefield control, and the Doombound lead can use it to great advantage, whether that's by designating areas of cover as Doombound to flush out ranged attackers, or by grappling foes and forcing them into the cursed areas. Odds are, even after this fight is over, at least one of your players is going to walk away with some nasty collateral damage in the form of a lingering curse. Doombound Dancers are perfect for a high-drama, cinematic encounter. You can run them as tragic anti-heroes whose endless hunt for the undead has mangled their psyche beyond recognition, or perhaps they're misguided spirits who believe that they are still among the living and have somehow become so confused that they now believe that the living are the undead they have sworn to destroy. In the last campaign I ran with these creatures, they were villains who were destroying a settlement of peaceful undead one by one, drawing individuals away for destruction like sinister Pied Pipers. So, whether you use them as tragic allies or graceful assassins, Doombound Dancers will leave your players reeling, both mechanically and emotionally. If you like this monster breakdown, be sure to like, subscribe, and join me next week for more homebrew creatures right here on Brewer's Bastion. And if you want the full stat blocks for both the lead and the follower, along with other exclusive monsters, head over to my Patreon. As a bonus for these monsters in particular, check out the comments below where I'll post a link to some battle music that got me thinking about them in the first place. It's the perfect piece to play while running the encounter to set some spookily sinister ambiance. Until next time, may your wit be as sharp as your sword.